So recently I have been getting a lot of questions about how do you do this winged eye thing trend that's going on right now. And I really love a winged eye, but I know when I first started doing it, it was very difficult. And so I was like, let me sit down and actually do a tutorial just to kind of help others with a few tips, a few pointers on how, some really good ways or the best ways to help make the winged eye pop. Anyway, keep watching the tutorial and just try to pick up a few tips. And can't wait to see you back on the next video. Thanks, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. In the video, you're going to see me use the black gel liner by Inglot in the color 77 and the eyeliner brush in the Real Techniques eye kit. So anytime I start to do my liner, I like to do my base first. By base, I mean the lid space on my eye. I typically don't start with the wing. I just noticed that if I do the base or my lid space area first, I can determine how thick I want my liner to be, and I have a lot more control over it. I do realize that I'm shaking. I'm okay. And yes, my liner is still going to be on fleek. So you want to just make sure you're getting those inner corners of your eyes. And a lot of times it's going to be a little difficult, but just slowly add product. Make sure you're doing small strokes and just take your time. I'm very close to the mirror at that point, and there I go again shaking. But I'm getting the job done. I promise I'm getting the job done. And the good thing about gel liner though, because it is a thicker formula or a thicker consistency, it's a lot easier to work with, and it's not as easy to mess up as if you were using a liquid liner. Next, we're going to work on the wing. So when I start to do my wing, I always do the base first, or the bottom line. And as you can see, I'm doing small strokes. Once I pretty much determine how long I want the wing to be, I start to connect it. And I'm going to bring it in towards the lid area, or the base as I referred to it earlier. And just fill in those gaps with small strokes. As you can see, I messed up, which tends to happen with liner, but it's going to be a really easy fix. When you're doing the smaller strokes and taking your time, you can pretty much fix the wing and just make sure that you're pulling more product up to the end of the wing, which you see me doing there. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty much close to what I want, the look that I'm going for today. And if you want it to be a little bit darker, you can add a little bit more product and kind of just fill in the gaps, fill in the areas where you want it just to be a little bit darker. And then once you're satisfied with the wing itself, just kind of look, make sure that both sides are matching. And just get ready to go next to the eyelashes. Okay, so normally I put on a single coat of mascara before I do my eyelashes. I'm not a big mascara person, so there's not one particular brand that I prefer over the other brands, but any mascara will work. And this is just pretty much to make sure you get either eyeshadow or whatever might be on your eyelashes off so it'll blend with your lashes. I am going to first put the eyelash on the middle part of my eye. Then I'm going to pull that outer corner of the strip and connect it to my lash line. Once I do that, I'm going to take the inner corner, the part that's closest to my nose pretty much. And you're going to turn that eyelash strip down or inward. That way it's going to curve like the natural shape of your eye. Once you pretty much have the eyelash on, just go back and where you might see lifting, you're going to just take the strip and force it to stay down. The eyelash glue is still tacky, so it's a lot easier to do this process now than when you freshly put the glue on your eyelash strip. So before you put your eyelashes on, make sure that glue is a little bit tacky, a little bit sticky. A good trick that I do is that I always put my eyelash glue right before I start my makeup. So by the time I'm ready to put them on, the glue is pretty tacky, pretty sticky, and it's a lot easier for me to apply my eyelashes. So right there, I'm just, for extra security, taking my finger, putting it on there, and making sure that everything is okay. So this is pretty much the completed look. It's just a clean wing liner, simple eyelashes. Oh, I do see the white glue. I just went over it with a liquid liner, black liner by NYC. It was super cheap, like $1 and some change from Walmart. But that's just to kind of go over the lash glue a little bit. It's going to dry clear, but for added measure, it looks good. But that's all, guys. See you next time.